Hello everyone. Today in this video, I'm going to show you things that might be added in the new update for Dead Rails. I'll start with new locations and new items and finish with the new collaboration with Grow a Garden. Overall, the video turned out interesting. Make sure to watch it until the end. So here's the first leak. One of the developers mentioned that they added this small change. It was necessary for a weekly quest. And the new change is sprinting. That means now we can run. As you can see, I'm walking normally right now, but as soon as I start running, you'll notice the difference. I move a bit faster, but there is a downside, fatigue. Over time, we get tired. The developer also said that they're still working on a big update, which is supposed to come out next week. Well, he said that last week, so for him it's next week, but for us it's already this week. Next up, we've got another leak. There's a chance we're getting a lobby rework, meaning the lobby might be completely changed. Another possible addition is the ability to hire NPCs using bonds, but only if they survive the whole game and you win. If that happens, the NPC will stay with you in future matches until they die. Pretty cool, right? You'll be able to build a little helper crew that sticks with you. Here are all the NPCs. First, we've got the sheriff, then comes the conductor, followed by the soldier, and finally the priest. Let's break them down. Sheriff. He carries a revolver and always follows you around. You can heal him using bandages. He attacks bandits and even has a bag where he can store up to 5 captured bandits and sell them for you. You don't even have to do anything. He sells them himself. Conductor. You can hire him for 5 bonds. He can drive the train for you. You can tell him when to stop or move forward. Sure, you can drive the train yourself, but this NPC might automate it, which is a nice touch. Soldier. Basically the same as the ones from the safe zone, except this one walks with you. You can also heal him using bandages. He's like a president class NPC, but mobile. Priest. Costs 10 bonds. Follows you like the others, and can be healed with bandages. But here's the crazy part. If he sees too many enemies, he can strike them with lightning. Total OP. Now for the new shops. There's going to be a mining store, not in the game itself, but in the lobby. In this store, you'll be able to buy 1 pickaxe for 1 bond, 1 dynamite for 2 bonds, 1 miner helmet for 2 bonds, and for 5 bonds, you can hire a miner NPC. Then we have the sheriff's office. You can only hire the sheriff NPC here, and he costs 10 bonds. Next up, soldier's tent. In this one, you can buy a bolt-action rifle, like the one you find in the fort, for 4 bonds, an upgraded revolver for 3 bonds, and the soldier NPC for 20 bonds. And lastly, the church. Right now, if you enter the game, you can already see a church, but it doesn't do much. However, if they rework the lobby, this church will become a full-blown store. In it, you'll be able to buy the priest NPC for 10 bonds, holy water for 3 bonds, and a cross for 2 bonds. So this is approximately what the map might look like. As you can see, here's the church over here. We've got the sheriff's house, and these look like some tents right here. And yeah, there's also something else going on in this area. Honestly, it's looking pretty good so far. And hey, there's even room to add more stuff over here. New building. Yes, guys, we've made it to the new structure leak. There's a chance we'll be getting a brand new building, the news office. This structure is expected to appear somewhere between 40 and 50 kilometers on the map. Inside, there's a ton of paper, telegraphs, and other lore-related stuff. I'm not super deep into the lore myself, but clearly this location is meant to expand the game's backstory. Loot inside. 10 to 20 pieces of paper, 10 to 20 writing machines. I'm guessing they work like typewriters or printers, 5 to 10 newspapers, 5 to 10 telegraphs, and also 3 to 5 bonds, which is actually pretty good. But those bonds are located inside the boss office, so you'll need to work your way up to get them. Enemies. You'll be facing 10 to 20 zombie riders, basically undead that hang out and work on the second floor, typing or printing, and 1 zombie office boss, which you'll probably find in the boss room itself. Here's how it works. Zombie riders spawn on the second floor. Once you clear them, they drop a key to the office. Then once you unlock it, you'll face the zombie boss, and that's where the bonds and lore related items are stored. How it might look. Here's a rough idea of what this building could look like. As you can see, it's not super massive, more of a medium-sized structure. I'd assume the boss's office is on the 3rd floor, not the 1st. It wouldn't really make sense to have it on ground level. And 2nd floor is probably for the zombie spawns. So yeah, most likely the top floor holds the important loot. Overall, looks promising, and it's great to see the devs adding more lore-based content into the game. Next up, the Saloon. One of the next possible additions is a saloon, and this one sounds pretty fun. It seems like it'll be a place where you can change your appearance, customize your style, and maybe even decorate some stuff. The idea of a saloon is already cool, but it gets even better. You might be able to customize your weapons, like change their colors or add some flair. So yeah, we might be getting a full-on customization zone. Let's keep going. Next up, we've got this bronze ingot. We already have the gold ingot in the game, but now it looks like bronze might be getting added too. As you can see, it's marked as valuable, meaning you'll be able to sell it for money. But since it's bronze, not silver or gold, I'd say its price will probably be somewhere around 10 to 15 bonds. Nothing too crazy. Still, a nice little find while looting. Now this next leak is really exciting. We might be getting a new interactive weapon, a rocket launcher station. Basically, it's this big mounted weapon where you can load up to 16 rockets and then just start firing away. Yeah, that's right, rockets. And since it's marked as explosive, you already know what that means. Splash damage. We already have splash weapons in the game, like the cannon, but this one looks like it's going to be even more powerful. So yeah, a rocket launcher you can load and fire, that's some serious firepower. Can't wait to try it out. Next leak, a massive zombie class rework. As you probably know, the zombie class costs a whopping 75 bonds, but right now the passive ability is pretty bad. Let's be honest, it's one of the weakest classes in the game. Compared to something like Survivalist or Vampire, it just doesn't hold up. But now we might be getting a complete rework for the zombie class, and it's looking awesome. Stage-based system. The idea is to introduce a stage progression system where the more enemies or corpses you eat, the stronger you become. Here's an example of how it might work. Stage 0 starting point, 80 HP, 14 walk speed. Worse than normal, you're weak at first. Stage 1, after eating 10 corpses, 100 HP, 16 walk speed, basically like a regular player. Stage 2, after 20 corpses, 110 HP, 20 walk speed. Now you're faster and a bit tankier. Stage 3, after 40 corpses, 120 HP, 25 walk speed, 1.5 times damage boost. Now we're talking, you hit harder and move quicker. Stage 4 max, after 80 corpses, 130 HP, 20% damage reduction, 30 walk speed, insanely fast, 2 times damage boost day or night. At this point, you're an absolute beast. And honestly, with these buffs, the zombie class would finally be worth the 75 bonds. It would start weak, but scale into a late game monster if you survive long enough. Let's hope the devs make this happen. And finally, the last 2 leaks. We finally made it to the last 2 leaks, and they're both related to a potential collaboration with Grow a Garden. Let's start with a message from Riku Miller, where he simply asks, Grow a Garden collab? Now, of course, that's just a question, not a confirmation, but still it might be a subtle hint that something is coming. If this collab really happens, we might be getting a whole new game mode called Dead Garden. Right now, there aren't any official leaks explaining what this mode will be about, how it will work, or what we'll be doing in it, but based on the name and the crossover, I've got a few theories. Maybe it'll be something like grow a garden style gameplay where we'll be planting, growing, and managing things in a zombie-infested world. We might even get an entirely new map, maybe an 80-kilometer zone with special enemies like zombie gardeners, for example. Plus new buildings, new items, and a totally different vibe from the standard Dead Rails gameplay. It's still up in the air for now, but honestly, the idea of combining Dead Rails survival with grow a garden style farming sounds pretty fun and fresh. Let's wait and see what the devs surprise us with. So what can I say? Anything's possible. Maybe the collab will happen, maybe it won't. Right now, nothing's confirmed. But if it does happen, that would be seriously awesome, and I've got to give real respect to Dead Rails for pulling off a collab with Grow a Garden. Anyway, that's all the leaks for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, good luck out there, and see you in the next video.